We are live, ladies and gentlemen, here this evening for another edition of the NASCAR Heat 5 Career Mode. A little bit of a double header for you guys today as we finish up the round of 12 for the Xfinity Series side of things. Again, on the Career Mode, it's the Las Vegas 300 at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Like, share, and subscribe for more daily NASCAR content as we get into this race. Again, a doubleheader. We'll have this race at Las Vegas, and then we'll have the race at the Charlotte Roval immediately after the finish of this one. And again, it is playoffs. It is crunch time here for the NASCAR Xfinity Series. Keegan Schneider got the win last night at Bristol Motor Speedway, getting his first win to kick off the playoffs, his 15th of the season, and career win number 19. So he'll be going for career win number 20 here tonight in these two races. And we're going to have to see how it will go. Obviously, that win propelled him into the round of 8 last night. So we'll see if he can continue to get more playoff points. That is all he is racing for today. We'll see where those other 11 playoff drivers will round out throughout the course of today's race. DB Forever 85, Ashton G, Warriors Entertainment, and Trevor Grimes, welcome into the stream, everybody, as this should be a pretty good race. Jeff Green will be starting at the rear. Brandon Jones will be starting on the pole here for this one.
All right, be smart out there. Going green. Are you ready?
Hang on. My earpiece fell out of my ear. But went green without it. There we go. Green flag in the air, we're underway. Brandon Jones leads the field to the green, 200 laps, 300 miles around Las Vegas Motor Speedway.
Hold that line, driver.
Started in that outside groove in 22nd, quickly gets down to the bottom and 3 wide into the corner, and already has passed 3 race cars. Looking for a 4th on Justin Haley now down the back straightaway.
Careful.
Patrick Shadley and Oni's Gaming, welcome to the stream as well.
Inside.
Black Jr. trying to slice in underneath. Schneider's now 3 wide in the middle. Haley still to his outside. He has not cleared that 11 car yet.
Outside. Got a car high now.
Trying to side draft that 0-7, then pull straight down to the bottom of the racetrack.
Car on the outside now.
Schneider's got nothing to lose here in tonight's race.
Car outside. Hold
He's
the
looking to
line.
keep this momentum up after that win at Bristol last night, and of course try to get more playoff points today. That will help him for the round of 8. When we go racing tomorrow night at Kansas. Clement's going to get by the outside. Schneider's right back to 21st. Got a big gap to the next car behind him. Landon Castle, 89 car, is a little over half a second back. Schneider trying to grip up on the inside of the track. Clement's now to the inside of the 11 of Justin Haley. Again, the upper left-hand corner of the screen, you will see the playoff drivers indicated in red. It did not save my progress from last night's race at Bristol, so ran it real quick. I'm hoping if I can get to the end of the season that everything will transfer on over. Hoping. Then we can end up running the Cup Series next year, no problem. Just have to monitor that. And again, that means I'll have to do the points myself. I won't pause it in between the stages for race 1, but I will be doing that in the second race today, making sure that we have all the points up and ready to go. So there will be a little bit of time off in between streams when I get the points situated, but other than that, we'll get going. And heck, maybe I'll just end up showing you qualifying for the Roval. So that way there isn't as much time in between. It means we'll be having session qualifying there. Black Ace, welcome to the stream. Vegas, baby, indeed. Lead's already cycled a couple times. Brandon Jones started out front, led the first few laps. You see Harrison Burton out in the lead now currently. Those JGR cars did not have great runs last night. Jones actually was leading laps in the final stage, starting to pick it up a little bit. Still rallied to get that top 5 as well, but leading up to that final stage, he wasn't doing too high. Harrison Burton finished outside the top 10. Just trying to squeeze underneath Joe Graff Jr. Can't quite do it. So this 99 car is faster. He's trying to get around him. He already got around him once. Now he's trying to do it a second time. David Starr in the 6 is right behind Schneider in the 99. Schneider wiggled a little bit. Much like when Schneider couldn't get underneath Joe Graff Jr., David Starr couldn't get underneath Schneider. 45 laps of stage 1, 45 to stage 2, and 110 for the final stage down. I'm a Horny, welcome to the stream. Michael Turner, welcome on in as well. A bit of a slide job through 1 and 2, pulls up in front of the 08 that time. All clear. From Holden Bowles to I'm a Horny. Twelve people already watching. Thanks for everybody tuning in. Earlier stream during the week on a Thursday as well. Greatly appreciated, everybody. Won't miss any of the action here as we're in the playoffs. Races matter even more now that we're getting later into this season. Harrison Burton trying to punch his ticket into the next round. Get that second win of the year, and again Schneider's going for career win number 20 here tonight in the Xfinity Series. How about that? Use manual transmission. Yeah, I never use automatic with these. The only reason I do automatic on my PS2 whenever we're playing those older games is for some reason, like, I can't get the shifting time down. Like, it feels almost a little delayed. Caution's out for the first time today at lap 12. Landon Castle's going to be hitting pit road, so is Josh Williams and Matt Mills at the rear of the field, but everybody else is going to stay out, conserve their tires. Schneider's had an issue in his first 3 career races in the Xfinity Series at Las Vegas with tire wear, so we'll have to keep an eye on that today. For whatever reason, he has struggled when it comes to that. He's currently 20th.
Coming to the green. Be ready here. Hammer down.
And indeed, as Patrick statement, wear out the like button like the tires wear out here at Vegas. Perfectly on cue with that comment. 31 laps to go in stage 1.
Careful,
See how this is going to unfold. Schneider again on the outside. Couldn't get down to the bottom that time, and he squeezed in the middle now. 3 wide between Jesse Little and Brandon Brown. Schneider trying to side draft the 4 of Little down the back straightaway. Still not going to be able to clear into turns 3 and 4. He'll actually clear on the exit of turn 4. Massive run off that outer groove. Takes it now to the inside of Riley Herbst. And look at the speed through the tri-oval. 3 wide now, down to the bottom. Into turns 1 and 2 underneath Jeremy Clements now for 14. Heck of a restart. Burton got back around Briscoe. Out at the front.
Stay low, stay low. You got room, you're clear.
Side by side at the front now. Briscoe to the inside of Burton. Side by side as they get off into turn 1. He's right behind him. I can't tell who that is from this far back in the field. Starting to make headway now.
Still there.
He needed that bunch up.
Outside.
lot of these cars sliding around through the bumps here at Vegas.
Careful, still there.
R6R6, welcome to the stream.
All clear.
9 likes already, we could definitely get to 15.
Inside.
That's
You got
for sure.
room. You're clear.
Man, big side draft. Schneider aggressively trying to pull back that 7 car. That dirty air on the spoiler did, and now sends it into 3 and 4. He's going to clear Tommy Joe. Martins, Chastain trying to follow. He's on the inside of Martins now for 10. Schneider to 9th. Emmerich looking for a bounce-back performance after finishing 20th last night at Bristol, currently in 8th. Yeah, the game didn't save on me for whatever reason again. I don't understand how it does save sometimes and it doesn't save other. It's like the file's corrupted. The entire game's corrupted. And it's like fine. When you get to that like certain point where it just starts saving again. So I'm hoping at the end of the season it'll start saving for when we go to the Cup Series. I don't want to just restart the career mode because we're not going to have as much money if we do that for the Cup Series versus saving all the money we have now.
Stay on the bottom here.
They're trying to side draft. Daniel Hemrick had to pull down to the bottom in the middle of the tri-oval to keep Ross Chastain behind him there at the last second. Chastain, after finishing 24th at Bristol, also looking for a little bit of a comeback performance. He's on the inside of Hemrick off turn 2. Schneider clears the 8 car for himself to 8th place. Again, he's working through this field. How about Ray Black Jr. also working his way through the field? Inside of the pole sitter for 6th place. Non-playoff driver running well, now trying to side draft Jones. Black's all clear. Oh, we got trouble. Chastain's around hard into the outside wall in turns 3 and 4. He might have gotten the boot from Daniel Hemrick. They were very close to one another. And we have our second caution on just lap 22. Ryan Sieg, meanwhile, playoff driver out in front, looking for his 3rd win of the year. Just got to the lead on Noah Gregson and Chase Briscoe. Harrison Burton back to 4th, and we'll have to rack him and stack him again. That was a hard crash for Ross Chastain. And I think he might be out of the race now, and things are only going from bad to worse to start the playoffs. For Ross Chastain, 24th at Bristol last night, and a DNF in Stage 1 here tonight at Vegas means that Chastain is going to be in a must-win situation at the Charlotte Roval later tonight. Jason Games, welcome to the stream.
Out there. Going green. Be ready. Ready.
Green flag back in the air.
Inside.
Schneider again on the outside. Restarts in 8th. 20 laps to go now in Stage 1. More cars at the rear of the field pitted, but most of the field stays out. Schneider to the top 3 wide now. He's had a different lane going into turn 1 every single time on this restart, despite restarting
Stay high up here.
in the outside lane every time.
Still there.
Go upstairs.
Got a car coming inside now.
Should get a decent sized run off the exit of the corner. Squeezes 3 wide in between the 20 and the 19. Now the 22 of Cindric's there as well. Tries to side draft Austin Cindric. This is very tight through turns 1 and 2. Somehow Schneider got through there without any contact whatsoever. Can't get around Noah Gregson. Now he goes up the middle 3 wide down the backstretch between Gregson and Cindric, and he's up to 3rd, powering his way to the inside of the racetrack. Top 2 on the outside right now of Briscoe and Sieg as Schneider pulls closer off turn 4. He's going to cut down to the apron now. He is going for that extra playoff point. Inside of Briscoe for 2nd place. Hard charge.
Got one up top.
Sends it up the racetrack to clear Briscoe. Now he's got his eyes set on the 39. Schneider can get to the inside of Sieg this time off turn 2 to side draft him, not quite. He's pushing hard to try and get there though. Full throttle now through 3 and 4 goes the 99 of Schneider. It's going to be risky going full throttle. He's all over the left rear of Sieg, trying to side draft him aggressively again, and now down to the apron. Couldn't tell if he led the lap that time at the line, and now Sieg pulls him back into turn 1 as well. Briscoe fends off Gregson for third, trying to join in on this battle for the lead, but Schneider is all clear off turn 2, and he's out in front for the first time here this afternoon. I'll just have to see if he can hold on. Aren't I excited for today? I don't know how to answer that exactly. Why, is there something going on tonight that I should be aware of? I mean, we're going to be racing. It's a pleasure. Anytime I can live stream and see you guys down in the chat. We can talk NASCAR throughout the course of the race, but of the broadcast. Got a good race going on early on in race 1. Then we got the roll tonight. Always get excited to stream, but here we go. Trying to build a lead, save tires to survive. 13 laps to go, stage 1. Yeah, that right front's already down to 21%. That's even with running about 7 caution laps total already in stage 1 as well. We just have to wait and see. Yes, it is R6. All-Star race is going to be on Sunday. 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Fox Sports 1 will be the start of the Open, and then the All-Star race itself is scheduled for 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Sunday night. Usually it's on Saturday, but it's on Sunday this year. Schneider will pit for 4 fresh tires at the end of stage 1, has to get there first. He's battling extremely hard those last couple restarts, trying to gain ground. Always the spirit. Always try to think positively, by the way, Jason. I'm excited for next weekend when I go to Nashville. Go back to the racetrack again. It's awesome going to these different racetracks, man, I'm telling you. Even though 2 of them have been the same track. Went to Dagan last year. Then I went, it's a different track out of technicality, you know, going to Charlotte to see the Coke 600 versus the Roval. It's a different configuration. So that's why I wanted to go back, because out of technicality, it would have been a different track. But going to a completely different track, I've been to Tennessee many times already, but whether it's driving through it or going to Bristol last year, but going to Nashville in a couple weeks. The pressure should help if we raise it. I don't know if I want to make the car any looser. The car's already bouncing around quite a bit in the bumps itself. 9 laps to go in stage 1, and again, that right front tire is wearing out quite a bit. Schneider's going to start backing out a little bit earlier. He's only got a 2-second lead on Ryan C. So it's going to be risky, and run to the outside is going to help too, but Schneider's really going to try backing off now. Really backing off. see if Sieg can run him down. Ryan Sieg only came in 4 points below the cutoff line. Him having a great start to the day, he could make it to the round of 8. Could compete for a win. Win his way in. He won't even have to worry about the Louisville later on.
Easy on those tires, driver.
I did say that last week, R6. But that's just how much I enjoyed the streaming, though. I mean, like, if I didn't enjoy, broadcasting these races and spending the time with you guys, the viewers, I wouldn't do it. Like, it's hard for me to say no. But there was a threat of rain, so I wasn't going to be able to golf this afternoon. And I was going to be home all day because I didn't have to work. So it just kind of worked out. That and the Roval's a short race too. It's only 55
Land those
laps.
tires down, driver.
And I know for a fact I wouldn't be able to do 2 races on a work night. I got to work the next 2 days, and then the All-Star races on Sunday. So yeah, I wasn't going to be able to. But anyway, as far as like tomorrow, if we were going to run the Roval, it was going to be a short stream, and then the end of the night would come. But still, now we got a normal race at Kansas tomorrow, so there you go. When is the triple header? Oh God, no. As much as I like doing this, I notice I only do it with the Xfinity and the truck races because they're shorter. We do a triple header, I might as well run Xfinity and Cup back to back. Wear myself out, blow my vocal cords out trying to broadcast all those races. I did it once, and that's only because I DNF'd in all 3 races, so the races were short anyway, so it wasn't like I was streaming for a long time. I think elapsed time was only about 2.5 hours anyway, which would have been about a normal Cup race. So didn't make much of a difference. Schneider's still backing out early. Ryan Sieg is closing in on him on that outside groove, starting to get that run down the straightaway. Schneider continues to try and save his equipment. He's in it for the stage win. 4 laps to go in this opening stage. If he doesn't win the stage, his stage points don't mean anything for him. He's looking for the playoff points. He's trying to take that lowest line all the way around the track, means he is backing out, trying to at least keep the lap time up as much as he can. He's backing out so much he's able to hold it. 5 laps to go this time at the, 3 laps to go this time at the line, down to 5% on that right front, so I meant to say. And still saving. Sieg is still closing in. At some point, Schneider's going to have to pick this pace back up again. At least with running the bottom down the straightaway, Sieg's not able to get any sort of a draft off of him. And Ryan Sieg is coming. 2 laps to go in the stage this time by. Trying to stay off the apron as well. That way it doesn't burn out that right front tire even more. Schneider continuously saving now into 1 and 2 again. Gregson in 3rd trying to close as well. Briscoe back and forth. Everybody's trying to close. It's got to be frustrating for Ryan Sieg that Schneider's holding back this much but still has the lead with that clean air. These guys are not going to catch any lap traffic. Final lap of stage 1. Schneider again saves into 1 and 2. Sieg again charges on the outside, but he's not going to be able to get there. Down to 2% into the final corner, but he should be able to make it. One more chance for Ryan Sieg. Has a run on the outside, and even on the final lap of the stage, Schneider saves all the way around. Keegan Schneider wins stage 1 at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Another playoff point, he saves his tires. And now he can pit at the stage break. Carney Boy, welcome to the stream. Playing FS19. FS. What's FS? Why does that seem familiar? Why don't I know what that game is? Is that FIFA? I don't know. Somebody's got to state it in the chat, and I'm going to be like, oh, duh. No adjustments to the 99 car for right now. 4 fresh tires and a full tank of fuel coming in. Everybody's going to be pitting during the stage break. I live in Northwest Ohio. No, Michigan's just my home track. Oh, Farming Simulator.
Coming to the green, Robert.
Okay, I wouldn't have guessed that. Green flag back in the air. Stage 2 underway. Schneider wins the race off pit road, so he's out in front for now. First time he's restarted on the inside groove. 2 cautions for incident in that opening stage. Sieg looked like he was going to get a good launch, but by the time Schneider cleared him, Gregson's able to follow to the inside, and Noah Gragson might have a chance to take his first lead in the race as he clears for second place down the backstretch. Gregson trying to close. Schneider leads off turn 4. Harrison Burton in the mix as well. Gregson looking low. Oh, he got into the back of the 99. He moves him up the racetrack. A little bump and run on 1.5 miles. Really got the 99 car loose in the center of the corner, and Noah Gregson gets to the lead.
Got one up top.
Schneider pushes up the track. 3 wide. Briscoe to the high side. Burton out in the middle. Contact between the 22 and the 39 off turn 4. Sieg in the middle, still sandwiched 3 wide. He's lost a lot of ground on the restart as well.
Got one peeking outside. Top 3 is indicated. Inside. Say hi up here. Car there on the inside.
Moved to California, we have...
You're all
Good lord. 21 and the 8 car almost got together off turn 4 as well. I don't do drugs, so yeah, I get that. That's all right. I don't have to live with legalized
there on the inside.
marijuana or any sort of drugs. Stage school kids.
Hold your line. Say hi. Inside.
Made a slight bit of contact on the inside with Jeremy Clements there, and that nearly just about shoved him into the wall. He had to lift on corner exit. Look at all the time he's losing. Surprised not only that we saw a bump and run on 1.5 miles, but to see it from a non-playoff driver to a playoff driver for the lead on 1.5 miles on top of it. But we know Gregson to being aggressive. He definitely was there trying to get that first lead of the race. Now he's 3 wide on the outside for second with Brandon Jones and Chase Briscoe underneath him. See that bullet, no excuses. Someday, not today. I mean, you guys saw the top part of it the other day. Wasn't much there. I mean, my hair was wet anyway. 35 laps left here, stage 2. Again, 2 cautions for incident. Harrison Burton leads the race again. He led a lot of laps back in stage 1. Man, getting aggressive down in the chat. Why do you guys want to see my hair so bad? I don't understand. I will. The hat is my style, that's all. I mean, even when I was younger, I always wore a hat. What the heck is going on right now? We get to 20 likes, get to see the name. What is this? We get to 1,000 subscribers, I'll let you guys see the name. I just went without a hat the other day. It's alright. That's not my last appearance without a hat, don't worry. Hat head is a thing. Gregson's fought his way back to the lead on Harrison Burton. Oh, yeah, why'd Ricky... Yeah, we'll change the subject to that. Why'd Ricky Stenhouse trim the mullet from last year? I'm not a fan of, like, the shaved sides, you know, with it. I obviously, you know, I trim mine, but I don't, like, shave it like he did. But anyway, like... Why'd he get rid of it? I thought it was an alright look on him. And when he shaved it, he hasn't had it this season. Unless he started to grow it back again. I haven't seen a Stenhouse interview in a while. There's rain down Jeremy Clements again. Kind of overdrives 1 and 2, trying to get around him. Just cleared him. Clements got a little tight, but still able to get that car corrected enough to drive back to the inside of Schneider now. And it looks like Clements is going to be in that bottom groove. Through turns 3 and 4. Schneider clears him with that run off the high side. We're getting close to that too. Ryan Blaney's got the best hair in NASCAR. Don't at me. Looks low. Underneath Justin Halen. And he's up to 12. The top does it once again. We'll slide off turn 4. Let that car drift up near the wall. And 15 laps into this run, and already 50% has been cooked off that right front tire. And this has got to be as bad as I've seen that right front wear out at Las Vegas in what is now 4 races at this track in the Xfinity Series for Schneider in his career. The reason why he has not really had great finishes here. He did come back to finish second. Or actually, no, now that I think about it, no, that was a different race. He blew a tire and came back to finish second. Oh man, Martin's on the block going into 1. Stays down low. Schneider goes to the outside. We'll see if he'll get that run down the backstretch to pull past the 44. And he should be able to, unless Martin side drafts him enough. Martins didn't do that though. Schneider clears him down to the bottom into 3 and 4. We need more bald NASCAR drivers. Well, we have a lot of balding NASCAR drivers, but we don't have a lot of bald NASCAR drivers. I think Joey Logano's on his way. Kyle Busch is also on his way one day to being bald. I think at this point, Logano should just shave his head. There's probably more out there, by the way, too, but those are like the two big ones that come to mind. The only, like, bald NASCAR drivers I can ever think of is, Michael Annett. He's bald, or does he just buzz cut his hair? Because that doesn't count. Like, Casey Mears used to buzz cut his hair. That doesn't count. Right, Scott used to be bald. I think that's just always been the thing. I think just, in general, not just NASCAR, race car drivers. Race car drivers have a good head of hair majority of the time. There are exceptions to the rule, but I think that's just the racing thing. Oh yeah, Marcus Ambrose, that was a good one too. Yeah, Marcus Ambrose is one. Good point there, good point. Is there anybody else I'm forgetting? Oh, Bill Lester was bald, wasn't he? Yeah, I think Bill Lester was bald. Ambrose had a buzz cut. Well, see, the thing with the buzz cut is, like, is it a buzz cut just because you like the look, or is it a buzz cut because you're hiding your bald spot? Like, your hairline's that bad, so you just cut it that short. And if that's the case, then I think that would be considered bald. I'm trying to... Yeah, but I can't ever really, like, remember Ambrose with hair. I don't know. Why do we even talk about it? We've been talking about this for like 10 laps now. Meanwhile, we have a heck of a battle going on between what was 3 cars, now 4 cars for 8th place. A couple junior motorsport drivers. Anthony Alfredo in the mix as well. Schneider now in there. 21 in the 8. About made contact getting into turn 1.
Car on the outside now.
That run down the back straightaway by Alfredo. Look down to the bottom. Schneider slides up the racetrack. Can't clear him. And they're still side by side for 8th. Schneider pulls him back at that side track. Sixth through 10th are all playoff drivers, as you see on the upper left-hand corner of the screen. Anthony Alfredo, who's in 11th, is also in the playoffs. Race leader Chase Briscoe, one of those 12 drivers still fighting for a championship. Ross Chastain, remember back at stage 1, brought the only caution out. Now we have trouble in the tri-oval. Somebody's up in smoke, and around goes Brandon Jones. Jones has spun on the racetrack, and that is going to wield another caution. We're going to set ourselves up for another restart. Some of those lead cars pitted, but not all of them. Championship, Michael McDowell. It's not impossible. Green flag back in the air. Schneider gets a great launch after restarting 5th and gets to the lead with ease, 3 wide to the bottom through 1 and 2. There are a lot of cars on the lead lap right now, and only a few of them hit pit road. Can they get through this traffic on the restart? I'd like to think they can. 14 laps to do it, but Schneider quickly gets out in front. Trying to get this stage win and maybe start to build maybe a little bit of a gap before those guys on fresh tires work their way to the front of the field. Again, just trying to build that gap. Brandon Jones, by the way, still in the race. Second playoff driver to bring out a caution. Chastain's done for the day, as we were just talking about. He brought out that accident in stage 1. He could not continue. He slid hard into the outside wall in 3 and 4, but through the trial, well, Jones went for a spin. It looked like he might have popped the tire, and he was able to keep it off the wall. Great battle for second. They're about 1 second off the race lead.
Watch those tires.
Real idea to be able to tell who has fresher tires and who hasn't. I don't think anybody in the top 5 has them right now. It's going to be close for the 99 because he's pushing hard for the moment, but I don't think he's going to be able to push hard all the way to the end of the stage without having to save at least a little bit. 10 laps still to go in stage 2. Already down to 12%. And he's probably going to have to start saving right now. 25 lap older tires than everybody that pitted there. Out to a 2-second lead over Chase Briscoe, and he's going to start saving. He backed out of the gas a lot earlier that time into 3 and 4. So same thing that Schneider did in stage 1. He's trying to save this to the end of stage 2. The difference is this time, we've got some guys on fresh tires trying to catch him, but they haven't even gotten inside the top 5 yet.
Watch those tires.
Again, Schneider's backing out a little bit earlier into the corners. He's got 8 more laps to try and make it. Anthony Alfredo up to 5th is 3 seconds off the race lead. I believe he is the first driver on fresh tires.
See if we can manage our tire wear a little, alright?
And Alfredo's now up to 4, 2.5 seconds. He gained about half a second on Schneider that last lap. I don't think there's any way Schneider's going to be able to push and hang on. The last 2.5 laps, he's already kind of been backing out of it. It's going to matter how quickly Alfredo can get around Chase Briscoe. And well, he got around him quick. Through 1 and 2, he's already up to 2nd place off turn 2. 2 seconds off the race lead. No way Schneider's going to be able to hold on. He pushes it through 3 and 4 here, but he does not have the race car at this point to run. 6 more. Push it through 1 and 2 again also. He sees Anthony Alfredo, closing in. It's going to be a huge stage win for Anthony Alfredo as well. Schneider pushes the car through 3 and 4. Alfredo's gaining. I don't know if he's gaining a whole lot though. And outside of Alfredo, everybody else inside the top 5 still on older tires. Schneider backs off a little bit more into 1 and 2. Not like he was, but we'll have to back out a little bit because that right front tire is not going to make it. And Alfredo closes. This is going to be a close battle here to the end of the stage. 4 more laps, down to 4% on the right front. Schneider's still going to have to save a lot more. Alfredo's closing. I'm just surprised on fresher tires that he hasn't closed that gap even quicker than what he already has. Schneider really backed the pace off that last lap, and here comes Anthony Alfredo. 3 laps to go at the line. Schneider's still saving. Alfredo took the wrong line on the inside. Easy for Schneider to block it down the back straightaway, still running down low. Even if Alfredo gets to the outside at this point, he is going to blow around the 99 with how off the pace the 99 car is rolling, trying to save that right front as much as possible. 2 laps to go now at the start-finish line this time around. It's a battle between these two, and that's it. What Alfredo's got to do is just move high. I think he's just trying to put that pressure on Schneider. One more lap.
Outside.
And Alfredo finally blows by on the top. He might have made Schneider use his stuff up a little bit too much. Final lap of the stage, this time by at the line.
White flag is in the air.
Final lap of the stage, and now that Schneider's lost the lead, he is absolutely going to coast this race car. He might have battled way too hard. Should have been thinking more big picture there than what he did. Half a lap now to go. He is out of the gas. Way out of the gas. He's going to likely cost himself second place.
Got one peeking outside.
It hasn't blown.
Go easy on the tires.
Out of the gas in the tri-oval. About to get ran over by all these guys. And I think he made it. I don't think that right front tire blew, even though it was down to 0% in the final corner. Anthony Alfredo wins stage 2, picking up another stage win on the year for himself. Chase Briscoe ends up second. Schneider falls all the way back to 5th. But Schneider makes it. Somehow. 4 fresh tires, full tank of fuel coming once again. I don't know how that right front made it, but it did.
Starter has the green flag in his hand. Ready?
Green flag in the air. Schneider wins the race off pit road, too. Despite finishing 5th in the stage, gains 4 spots. And he's got 2 sets of tires left to the end of the race. See, trying to scramble around the 21 of Alfredo down the back straightaway. Couldn't get underneath him. Schneider trying to block. Oh my goodness. Jones had a huge run on the inside through 1 and 2. Then up on the outside, Anthony Alfredo had a pretty big run as well. Up the middle comes Ryan Sieg in the 39. 3 wide for second place as they all about made contact off turn 4. And Schneider's still out in front 2 laps into the restart. Well, the clean air is playing on strong right now. The 20 of Harrison Burton's got to run off of turn 2 to the outside of his teammate, Brandon Jones, for second.
Got one up top.
Burton is there for the lead. Schneider tried to side draft him as much as he could, but he couldn't hang on. Harrison Burton back out in front. Ray Black Jr. is battling for third. Here comes Sieg, 3 wide to the bottom underneath Gregson and Ray Black. Schneider still somehow hanging on to second. And now the 07 is going for second place. He gets to the outside. Schneider tries to side draft. Opens up the door on the bottom for Sieg. Cindric back inside the top 5 as well.
Looking inside now.
And now Schneider's stuck on the top. too early in the run.
Inside.
Oh, 3 wide! Really loose was the 22 of Cindric. Look at how much momentum he lost. He had to get out of the gas a ton. Oh, contact 44 moves the 99 up the track. Gregson flies to the inside. And Jones. LeBay now inside the top 10, getting to the inside of Austin Cindric. Oh, welcome to the stream.
Hold your line, got one inside.
Probably the craziest restart we've had all night.
Got a car coming inside now. All clear.
3 wide again for 11th. Cindric, Allgaier, Haley. Schneider battles back to the inside of LeBay for 9th.
Still there.
Sends it deep into turns 1 and 2. He gets around him.
You're clear.
Here comes Briscoe. Lost a lot of ground.
Outside. All right, you're clear there.
Schneider shaking back and forth. Cindric's got to run to the back bumper of the 98. Nowhere to go. He has a 7 on his outside, so he's kind of boxed in right now.
Pass down, has to go. This time
Down to the apron.
high now.
Briscoe almost got to that corner panel. Schneider's still holding clear. I'm just surprised at this 99 car and how he's been able to hold on inside the top 10. Since this restart, we have not been able to see that at all today. At the beginning of these stages when everybody's on equal fresh tires. He's trying to stay glued to that white line in the center of the corner. Briscoe finally pulls clear of the 36 of LeBay. Ryan Sieg, meanwhile, back out in front of the field as he has worked his way around Harrison Burton.
Car high, careful.
Center gives Briscoe the top lane. Briscoe easily gets to the outside of the 99. Center goes up for a split second, trying to side draft chase Briscoe.
Got one peeking in.
Slides up the racetrack. Now Cindric to his inside, and finally Schneider falls outside the top 10. Cindric's clear down the back straightaway. Schneider's not done battling for 10th, though. Still fighting on the 22 of Cindric. He just can't quite get underneath and into turns 1 and 2. Now he just gets down to the bottom in time, and he's going to side draft Cindric down the back straightaway.
Bottom here.
Dive it off into 3 and 4, but Cindric still hangs on that right rear corner panel,
Stay low.
not letting that 99 car go anywhere.
Still there.
Great battle for 10th. Cindric again, though, can't pull clear. Schneider races to the inside, trying to clear Cindric. Couldn't do it. Cindric stays on that right rear corner panel and again holds on. Schneider pulls him back down the back straightaway. And here comes Justin Allgaier. He wants in on this battle for 10.
Car outside.
Oh, Schneider couldn't quite clear. What a battle.
Stay on the bottom here.
Briscoe's long gone. Second ahead of these guys already.
You're clear.
Schneider finally cleared off turn 2 for 10. Cindric trying to block Allgaier. They both go to the outside. Schneider again down to the bottom through 3 and 4. Using up quite a bit of his tires, though, early in the run. As hard of battling as he has done here. We're going to alternate through the different camera angles for the first time in the race today. Forget, Charlotte Roval still to come here tonight. For these final 2 races of the round of 12 for the Xfinity Series playoffs. Interesting what kind of strategy can be put forth for Schneider to save these tires a little bit more, specifically the right front, because all the other tires have been all right. He hasn't made any adjustments yet today, so we'll see if he'll make adjustments on the pit stop. Well, he's definitely not going to be able to make it on one stop. It's going to be borderline anyway for everybody to make it on fuel with one more pit stop. Again, he's got 2 sets of tires left. Just kind of a strategy. How far into this run can he go before he has to pit? Briscoe, Alfredo, Martins all battling for 7th place under a blanket, allowing the 99 of Schneider to close in. Briscoe's all clear for 7th off turn 2 as he tries to work himself forward. Remember, he led laps in each of the first 2 stages, very few, but he has led. Ryan Sieg has now hit lap traffic for the first time in the final stage. Drives the corner a little bit, trying to get to the inside of the 21 of Alfredo, who is still tucked in line right behind the 44 of Martins.
Way on the bottom.
Stays on that right rear corner panel. He didn't let that 21 clear him. Sends it into 3 and 4. Kind of side drafts him a little bit more.
Got one outside now. Outside. All right, you're clear.
Henry not only got around Alfredo through 1 and 2, but he gets around Martins for 8th place as well. Trouble! Car hard the wall. Brandon Jones spins back down the racetrack. Caution's out again as some of the leaders just roar by. Briscoe and Schneider missing to the top of the racetrack, And with 85 laps to go, we have our third caution of the race, our first since stage 1. Second time, Brandon Jones has been involved, but this time he did not save it. He hit the wall hard, and it looks like his day is going to come to an end. Right side tires only for Schneider during this pit stop. We'll have a set and a half of tires left the rest of this race. And again, no adjustments on the 99 crew during this stop.
We're going green. Almost ready now. Green flag.
Siegel restart from the lead. Green flag back in the air. Schneider restarts 19th. There were some drivers that took 4 tires during that last pit stop, and most of them were at the rear of the field. Schneider's got fresher right sides than everybody that restarts ahead of him, but he's got guys on fresher 4 tires behind him, so we'll see how that'll play out. So give him a set and a half left the rest of this race.
Stay low, stay low.
Again, Ryan Sieg restarts out in front. Schneider trying to work his way forward. Really good restart down to the apron. Through the tri-oval, looking to gain more time. He gains a ton of it into 1 and 2, and he's already right back up to 9th place. It's 1 spot back of where he was when that caution had flown. I guess he would have been 7th because Jones wrecked in front of him, but still. Okay, now he's up to 7th. He turns 3 and 4 as he clears Tommy Joe Martins. Two playoff drivers now done for the day. Where is that going to put Jones? He was above the cutoff line coming in. Likely going to put him below going into the Roval. Is he going to be in a must-win situation?
Hold that line, driver.
Just have to wait and see when that race starts tonight. You guys will know what the points will look like at the start of that stream. 3 wide for position. Burton just staying to the outside. Look at Schneider's run all the way up high. He didn't want to lift through the tri-oval. Oh, and he gets a little loose. A little contact with the 20 of Burton. They drive on into turns 1 and 2. Schneider walks all the way up the racetrack. This is the tri-oval. They just shot right into the 20 of Burton, who was on the inside. Luckily, they weren't 3 wide anymore when that contact had happened. Schneider to 4th now off turn 4. And again, continuing to charge forward. Sends it for 3rd underneath Briscoe.
Careful.
Easily going to take away that spot.
You got room. You're clear.
Schneider can change right sides 2 more times today, but he can only change the left sides 1 more time. So the next stop will be the 4-tire stop. You never know, that could be the final stop of the race. We'll just have to see how far he can stretch this run out. If he can go green to the end, it'll be an interesting strategy to say the least. Trying to block. Schneider right behind him, looks low. Into turns 1 and 2, and he's got the spot with ease.
Got 1 down low now.
Gregson trying to cross him over, though, back to the inside off turn 2.
Still there.
There he goes full throttle for 3 and 4. That's going to help him clear Gregson off turn 4. He is trying to gun it after the 39 of Sieg for the lead. Schneider tried to go full throttle again. It didn't work. He had to lift. Costing him a lot of time, too. Now here comes Gregson, and Schneider barely blocks him off into turn 1. Sig looked like he got really tight there off the exit of turn 4. He started going up the racetrack maybe a little earlier than what he would have liked. So older right side tire is definitely not helping the 39. Helping the 99. Chad Fincham on fresh tires is up to 5th place, 2 seconds off the race lead as well. Again to the top through 3 and 4. Sieg high with the block. Schneider beats him to the bottom. Schneider to the lead. And out in front, for the first time in the final stage, since the first 2 laps he led on that opening restart to the final stage. But he is all clear. 2.5 seconds built up on Fincham. He seems to be a little bit faster than Chad right now. Great strategy called by the 13 crew just to get him up inside the top 5 as well. Again, we'll just have to wait and see if we get another caution. Schneider's just out here leading laps now. Led over 900 of them total this season. He's 68 laps away, by the way, from leading 1,000 laps coming into this race. He's already led at least a fair amount. He's got a good chance of eclipsing that here tonight. That's impressive considering, again, Xfinity Series versus the Cup Series, the races are much shorter. 7.4 average finish this season as well. This 99 team, 4 DNFs and 5 finishes outside the top 10. He finished 11th at Vegas earlier in the season. He has never even finished in the top 10 at this racetrack in his Xfinity Series career, so we'll have to see if he can just get it done here tonight. Ethan, welcome on into the chat. Welcome to the stream. Better get Bowman merch for the race. After the bank that is on his race car, that is very true. I've seen Bowman win twice now. Bowman wins at Nashville. That's going to be crazy. He's only got 4 career wins, and I've seen him win twice. That'd be 3 out of 5. I've seen Chase Elliott win a lot. Considering he's only got 12 career wins, and I've seen him win 3 times, I believe. Yeah, 3. Two and a half seconds ahead of Sieg. Black Jr. back inside the top 5, so Fincham is now slowly starting to fall back. His tires are evening out with everybody else's, considering that his car wasn't greatest. I mean, it is a back marker car for Chad Fincham. Rick Ware Racing machine. "65 laps to go." Remember, with taking right sides only under that last stop, you can see the left front tires down to 22%. Right front's catching it. It's down to 45, but likely going to have to pit for those left side tires before the right side tires this time. But all Schneider can do now is just keep opening this gap up. He did top off on fuel as well, so you'd have to imagine everybody else is going to have to pit before Schneider. That could trap these guys a lap down if we get a caution in the middle of green flag pit stops. That would be beneficial for this 99 crew. Feeling things out here. This is as calm as it's been for the 99 team out in front all day. By far their largest lead in the race as well. With those fresher right side tires, he's really able to put a little bit of distance and separation on the rest of the field. And again, he's got a set and a half of tires left. Next time he pits, he knows those left sides are going to have to make it to the end, which they should be able to with one more stop. Considering that we went green with 107 laps to go in this stage. We had 3 caution laps thrown in there, so 104. He's currently ran 44 laps on those tires, so if he could split it at about 52 and 52, then those left sides can definitely make it. So we'll see if we can get to that 52 to go range. Could have taken 4 tires during that last stop, but then he would have only had the ability to change right sides only one more time. He would have been a lot faster on that restart as well than what he already was. And we could have gotten past C and got through the traffic even quicker. Likely be out to an even bigger lead, but this is the strategy he chose. We'll just have to see if it works out. I don't think we've had any sort of strategy of any kind work at Las Vegas before, so we'll see if it'll work here tonight. It is definitely getting down to crunch time. Haven't seen any of the leaders come down yet. They might be pitting around the same time as Schneider, considering that the left sides on Schneider's race car are starting to wear out quite a bit. This far into the run, it's down to 10% at the start-finish line, 57 to go. He's trying to distance himself right now. Even the left rear still, the right front's caught up to the left rear, just not the left front. Will it catch the left front this far into the run?
All right, you're clear there.
Ryan Sieg is on pit road from second place. Briscoe's going to stay out. Gregson's coming in as well. Ray Black Jr. stays out, so green flag pit stops are starting in this race. be a poor time for a caution. Those drivers that have already pit because they are a lap down.
All right, you're clear. Watch that car in front of you. If you slow it down, he's going to be pitting.
And Castle's now cycled to second place. Schneider's going to stay out of the pits one more lap. He'll come to pit road the following time by for a 4-tire pit stop. It'll be with 53 laps to go. So that'll give him at least 1 lap more fuel than the guys pitting that last lap and 2 laps more of fuel than everybody that pitted the lap prior to that. Schneider's going to lift a little extra through 3 and 4. Got to make sure he doesn't lock the tires up in speed off of turn 4.
You're going too
45
fast.
miles an hour is the pit road speed limit. Easily gets down. 4 fresh tires and a full tank of fuel coming. Just looks like he's going to be about 2 laps to the good when he comes off the pit road. And did anybody else see Ross Chastain turn backwards on... I don't know. He was ghosted and backwards in his pit box. So I don't know what happened there. No adjustments. 4 fresh tires. Full tank of fuel for the 99 crew. And we'll see. Should be a fast pit stop as well. This could be the money stop. He's just got to run hard. That right front's not going to make it to the end anyway. Maybe everybody else will have to pit. Maybe you can widen the gap out. 13.3 second pit stop. That was pretty quick. He's going to stay on the lead lap. Landon Castle's still out there. Castle is now leading for the first time tonight. Pulls out in front of Justin Haley and Jeremy Clements.
Car there on the outside.
Remember, there were some drivers. Oh, we got a car up in smoke. Austin Cindric with problems. After he has already pitted for presumably his final time, he's back on pit road with some issues. Schneider, meanwhile, cycles 6 seconds ahead of Ryan Sieg after these green flag pit stops. So we'll see if Sieg can run him down. Be a little bit before everybody else pits. Oh boy, Haley almost got in the back of Schneider. Schneider had to lift to drive his car underneath Austin Hill off turn 4. 50 laps to go. Schneider still has right sides left, but he can change. The left side's going to have to make it to the finish. Why does my sister not watch the stream? Because she's got other things going on. She doesn't want to watch her brother on the stream.
Inside.
My sister? Come on.
Still there.
Gets around Balicki for position.
Inside.
Haley got caught up through 1 and 2. 3 wide to the outside. Now Jeff Green for position as well for 9th. Oh man, I thought they were going to go 4 wide through 3 and 4. They were 3 wide. Clement split the middle, and he gets around Haley for position. These guys are still, again, a lap down. If you're talking about the last time they ran IndyCar at Vegas, which would have been 2011, obviously no. In hindsight's 2020, but even going into it, it was expected to be pretty dangerous, considering how many cars were going to be in the field too. Oh, there are 35 cars. Most entries they usually have would be 33 for the Indy 500. That's a much bigger racetrack than a mile and a half at Vegas as well. Not as banked either, so they're going to be more packed together, plus more cars. Yeah, just danger written all over it. Ray Howard, welcome to the stream. Yeah, and they ran Vegas before that. But that Vegas layout compared to their old layout from 2005 and prior when they had much flatter corners, I think that was better for IndyCar than the banked version. But even, the banked oval, yeah, they had great racing there, but having as many cars as they did in the field was the issue. I wish IndyCar raced more ovals, but it is dangerous though, that's for sure.
There inside. All right, you're clear.
Jimmy Hill inside the top 10 again. He's hoping for a caution and his strategy to work out. Some of the guys that are still ahead of Schneider and that he is passing for position here as of late, they will have to pit before the end of the race yet.
Still there. You got room. You're clear there.
Schneider's going to have to pit one more time as well. It's going to be whether or not it's going to be under green or if we're going to get a caution. Everybody else still might pit also. I don't know how that's going to play out. He's only got 2 tires left. Back inside the top 5.
You got room. You're clear there.
We'll alternate through the different camera angles one final time for the next 6 laps. 42 laps now remain here at Vegas. Gotta think for 52 laps, there's no way Schneider's gonna save that right front. He had a hard time trying to save it for a 45 lap run. Now he's gotta save it for 7 extra laps. And I mean, he pushed it to the very edge both stages already. I just don't see it happening. Got 3 seconds over Ryan Sieg. Telegraph team moves up in front of him. Schneider crosses down to the bottom, and he's up to 3rd. Jesse Little right in front of him as well, but then he's got about 5.5 seconds still to Castle. Again, it's a fuel mileage race for everybody else as well. I mean, it's still fuel mileage here for Schneider in the 99 car. He's up to 2nd. Gained a 2nd on Landon Castle that last lap. That's how much these pressured tires are working right now. Schneider trying to back off a little bit more into 1 and 2. He's trying to set the race car. He's going to do what he can to make sure that right front's going to make it to the end, because he does not want to pit the rest of this race. I just don't know if it's going to work. So if the lap times are going to drop off from now to the end of the race, it's because this 99 is going to save. He's not going to back way off and save a ton, but he is going to at least back off a tiny bit through the corners and try to save as much as he possibly can. He's only 3 seconds ahead of Ryan Sieg. But it is going to have to take saving almost this entire run if he's going to want to make it to the finish. Even if that means letting Sieg go and then trying to run it back down again late. There's Landon Castle. Schneider has closed that gap up the middle for the lead. Easily going to blow around him and clear him off of turn 2. Schneider back out in front for the 4th different time here tonight. to win the first 2 races of the playoffs. He's already locked into the round of 8 with that win at Bristol last night. "36 more laps here in this one." He's got about 2 seconds on Ryan Sieg. Sieg's still closing in. He was 6 seconds behind Schneider interval-wise when Schneider pulled off of pit lane with that faster pit stop, and he is still closing. Plus, Sieg pitted 2 laps before him as well. 35 to go. Stick with the normal camera now to the end of the race. Schneider is a little less than a lap to the good on field. You can still see Chastain parked sideways up against the wall in his pit box off of turn 4. I just kind of like saw it out of the corner of my eye right there. But that's still the case. Sieg's closing in. Rub and run. Potato 71 Gaming, welcome to the stream.
Still there? You're all clear up top.
Well, maybe Indy cars on ovals and qualifying, at least at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, are over 230 miles an hour. Top speed, because I think their average speed is right around like 233. For their fastest qualifying lap at least. About mid to upper 230s. I feel like IndyCar could be faster on road courses, but I feel like the balance of them having to be able to run on both ovals and road courses versus like Formula One cars are built to run on road courses and street courses. Like they're not built to run on ovals, so like the balance of it, if they were to run on an oval, would probably be generally slower, you know, than what they could be. And they're faster on road courses because they're only built to run fast on road courses, if you get what I'm saying. Versus like, yeah, it's the same thing with IndyCar. If IndyCar was only built to run on road courses and street courses, you know, they probably wouldn't be able to run as fast on ovals because they're not built to run on ovals, but they are. They have like a balancing kind of thing. That's probably why they're not as fast on road courses too, is because they need to run on ovals. Two completely different racetracks. And you can't really compare NASCAR to either one of those two, like for speed's sake, because they're so much more heavier. So much more heavier. Like, it's just not even comparable. Any cars in Formula One, race car, and Formula, you know, in general, no matter what series you look at, it just, I mean, all those open wheel cars are so much lighter. NASCAR top speed on ovals is 205. Yeah, with the current package at least. Michigan, they were hitting 220 miles an hour and qualifying in the Gen 6 era from 2013 to 2018. hauling. Fontana, too, they were just behind Fontana, but that's because the surface is older than what Michigan was. Michigan, when they went to the Gen 6 car, Michigan was only a couple years into their repave, so they were flying around the racetrack. I want to say 2012 is when the repave at Michigan happened, so yeah, literally like the second year of running at Michigan on the repave was the first year of the Gen 6. 26 laps to go in this race. Schneider is committed to trying to make it to the end, because he knows if he pits, it's over, and he's only racing for a win. He's already locked into the next round, so these points don't matter. He's strictly racing for the win, because that would be more playoff points to enter into the round of 8. 5 to be exact, and every point being worth the position, those 5 points can be crucial. He missed by 7 points to making it to the championship for last season, so it goes to show how tight that could be. 5 could go a long way, even though he's already scored a lot. And he's been backing off for most of this run, and he's managed that lead as well, between 1 to 2 seconds for a little bit of time now. Briscoe is in 3rd place, battling with Harrison Burton for 3rd. In fact, at about 12 seconds off the lead. Ray Black Jr. in 5th, 19 seconds off the lead. Caution definitely changes everything. We don't know if everybody can make it on fuel to the end of the race or not. Schneider's pacing just less than a lap to the good on fuel, and that's even with him saving. Yeah, he's about a quarter of a lap to the good on fuel, so that is not much by any means. Just less than a half a mile to the good on fuel around this mile-and-a-half racetrack. Ryan Sieg pitted 2 laps before him, so you'd have to think that those guys probably can't make it on fuel to the end. Almost got into the back of Allgaier. As many cars as Schneider could put a lap down, that's going to help him, knowing that he can only take right sides under another pit stop. I think Allgaier's got a little bit of damage on the front of his race car.
Careful, still there. You got room, you're clear.
Race around Anthony Alfredo as well, just 6 cars on the lead lap. Top speed on a road course is 180 miles an hour. Yeah, it's about right. Watkins Glen and Code are probably the fastest with the longer straightaways. Well, it'll be interesting to see what the Cup cars can do at Road America, because they got a couple of really long straightaways there too. See how fast they'll go roaring off into turn 1 at Road America, turn 5, I think it is. Turn 4 or 5. Yeah, once straightaway on that end of the racetrack as well. Xfinity cars have been there with the Cup cars haven't. Cup cars on the road courses and short tracks have more horsepower than Xfinity cars. And it's a little bit longer of a road course on both Coda and Watkins Glen too, so we'll see. 3-second lead, Schneider slowly pulling away. Ryan Sieg might be saving maybe a little bit more fuel. This is a slower and pacier race to the finish now. 19 laps away from finding out who will win. Not sure who the 6th place car is. That is the last on the lead lap. I wonder if he's a playoff driver or not. And that's the thing too. Caution comes out. We're likely going to see a lot of these guys pit. You have to think Schneider is going to have to pit too. Even if it is only right sides. If everybody else pits for 4, he pits for right sides. He'll win the race off pit road. You might as well have it so you can run hard to the finish from there. You might not be able to if you just stay out on these older tires all the way around. Either way, those left sides should make it to the end, and that's going to be all he's got. Can't pit for 4 tires, so he's going to be at a disadvantage if the caution comes out. I think the best chance for Schneider to go to victory lane here today would be for it to stay green to the end of the race. Not a great day for Brandon Brown, 19th. Didn't run too well at Bristol last night either, and he might be in a near must-win situation going into the Roval later today. $15 laps to go. Caution with 15 laps left. And everybody's going to come into the pits. That's Hemrick in 6th, by the way. And he wasn't that much further ahead of Schneider either. He was about to go a lap down within a few laps. Anthony Alfredo will get the free pass in 7th. Schneider's just going to put a half can of fuel in. Two pounds of air pressure all the way around. As well as going to be the adjustment on this 99 crew. Not the caution you want to see. Some guys are going to stay out and take the wave around, it looks like, but not everybody. Those are mainly the guys that pitted later under the green flag conditions that are definitely good on fuel to the end. Schneider wins the race off pit road. Green flag back in the air. Everybody's on 4 fresh tires inside the top 7 who are on the lead lap, except for Schneider on 2. 12 laps to go at Vegas. We'll see who's going to win. Schneider is going to have his hands full to try and get this 20th career victory here at Vegas. The door is open for any one of those other drivers in the playoffs to get a win and join Schneider into the round of 8, not have to worry about the Roval later tonight. Ray Black Jr. to 2nd place off turn 4, 11 to go at the line. Allgaier's a lap down. We'll see if we stay green to the end. 2 and 3 wide, further back in the pack. Again, Allgaier is a lap down right now with that run on the high side. Here comes Burton up high. Schneider gets into Burton. Burton tags the wall down the back straightaway. Way too late on the block. Burton charges hard to the top, and he will take the lead off of turn 4. Schneider just trying to hold on for every spot he can now in case we get another caution. 10 to go. Burton trying to put Allgaier lap down now as well. Ray Black Jr. stuffs his way underneath Schneider. A little bump and run. Schneider back to 4th. Sieg wants a shot at Burton for the win. Burton cannot get around Allgaier right now. It's not over up there at the front. Schneider barely hanging on to 4th. Will it be Burton or Sieg to make their way into the round of 8? Sieg continues to close. Allgaier still alongside the 20 to the outside down the back straightaway. Both go to the bottom of the racetrack again through 3 and 4. Jimmy Clements looking up high. Has the run. Schneider not battling him for position. Martin's on the outside behind Clements as well. Also not for position. Sieg is on the left rear corner panel of Burton for the lead. Black Jr. still in the mix up there as well. Schneider almost slid up into Tommy Joe Martin's off turn 2.
one peeking outside.
Briscoe gonna go high. He's gonna get to the lead. Hemrick to the inside. He's gonna get to 6th.
Clear eye, bud. Got a car coming inside now. You got room. You're
5th
clear.
rather, dropping Schneider to 6th.
Coming inside now.
And Anthony Alfredo.
Looking inside now.
And man, he restarted at the rear after getting the free pass there.
3 wide now.
And he has closed that gap quite a bit. Schneider into LeBay. Down the backstretch. Problems for Michael Annette. Very slow. Oh, no, now he gets going again. That was strange. He was very slow getting into 3. And he got back around him. 6 laps left.
Still there. Hold your line. Got one inside. Got one peeking inside. Careful. Still there. Hold your line. Got one inside.
Will contact 36 and the 99. Boy, Alfredo.
All right.
Big slide job off of turn 4 to clear Schneider. 5 laps to go. Schneider back to the inside of Alfredo for 6th. Sieg to the lead. Meanwhile on Harrison Burton.
Careful. Outside.
4 more laps. Will we stay green to the end? We've had 5 green-white checkers this season. Can we have a 6th?
You're all clear up top.
Adjustment seems to be helping the 99 a little bit, but he's just kind of back in traffic now.
Careful, still there. Car on the outside.
At this point, he's just hoping for another caution. One to cost him and one to give him another chance. Anthony Alfredo back down to the bottom, gets back around Schneider for 6th. Jesse Little, Joe Graff Jr. in 8th place, battling to be the first driver 1 lap down.
Careful, still there. Careful, still there. Careful.
And that's
still
true there, Ethan. Caution did come out at Bristol in the final lap of the race. So it is definitely not impossible for it to happen here today at Vegas. 2 to go at the line. Ryan Sieg next now wants to find that white flag. With the lead he's got on Harrison Burton and the rest of the field.
You got room. You're clear there.
Working his way in the middle of 3 and 4. Now off the exit of the corner. White flag in the air. 1 lap to go for Ryan Sieg to get his 3rd win of the season and advance himself into the round of 8. He came into this race 4 points below the cutoff line. Gets that late caution while running 2nd. Nails the restart a few laps after the fact when Burton was able to get to the lead. And now into 3 and 4. With Harrison Burton right behind him. As well as Ray Black Jr. Checkered flag in the air. Ryan Sieg wins at Las Vegas. His 3rd win of the year. 2nd now on the wins list for this season. What a year Ryan Sieg has had.
Complain about that.
Late race restart cost the 99 team a good shot to win it. But Sieg is going to the round of 8 with about a 2-second win on Harrison Burton. Multiple playoff drivers crashed tonight as well. It's going to set up for a wild race at the Roval here in a little bit. But again, Sieg with the win, Burton 2nd, Ray Black Jr. 3rd, Chase Briscoe 4th, Daniel Hemrick rounds out the top 5. Anthony Alfredo 6th, he won stage 2. Schneider, who won stage 1, finishes 7th. Jesse Little 8th, Joe Graff Jr. 9th, and Chad Fincham rounds out the top 10. Great run for Fincham. Free pass. Some of those guys took the wave around under that last caution. 8th through 9th did, so that's why they finished where they did. Allgaier finishes first driver lap down at 11th. Other playoff drivers, Michael Annette 16th. Brandon Brown, 27th, really fell back at the end. Austin Cindric DNF'd. We saw him blow an engine. 33rd place finish for him. Brandon Jones, 34th. Ross Chastain dead last, 36th. Joe Nemechek also DNF'd in this one. We had 4 DNFs total. So that's not the actor. Oh my goodness, that's what happened to Brandon Jones. My gosh. Look at that. He was on the wall, and then he just gets clobbered again. That was a gnarly wreck. I don't know how that happened, because that might have... I don't even know. He wrecked twice in the race. I don't remember that happening. He spun right in front of us, and we missed him to the outside. Whatever. We didn't see it while it happened live, so maybe it just didn't happen. But again, that's not the actual point standings. So don't worry about that. C has the fastest lap of the day with the win, 30.674. Schneider led 83 laps in today's race, eclipsing 1,000 laps led now this season. So unbelievable there. And yeah, Jones started on the pole, but wrecked not once but twice today. And DNF's in the process, likely putting himself below the cutoff line. How about Austin Cindric? No wins this season costed him. He finished 3rd in the regular season standings with no wins, so not a lot of playoff points. And a DNF at Vegas. We go into the Roval. We know he's good on road courses. He should have a chance to score a lot of points there, but not what he wanted going into the Roval, that is for sure. And we'll have 95, 95, and 95 for the aero, the engine, and the suspension going in to the Roval here tonight. On a 7th place run, not bad. At least we got our first top 10 at Vegas, but man, luck is just not on our side. We actually played the tire strategy well tonight. We just didn't get the luck with that late caution, that's all. And because of that, because of finishing outside the top 5, we failed our incentive requirements, so that stinks. Simulate that race too. Yeah, indeed. Untimed caution. You hate to see it. I think we can get 4 top 5. We might as well go for it. We got nothing to lose. Might as well. So on to the work plan. That Speedway chassis all ready to go for Texas. This one's ready to go for Kansas tomorrow night. Working on the short track chassis as well. Almost there on that. And yeah, everything else is as good as we can make it at least. Alright, so on to the Roval. Have to tally the points up, and as soon as I get the points tallied up, we will start that second race of the night. Thanks everybody for watching. Again, like, share, and subscribe for more daily NASCAR content. Hopefully you guys enjoyed as always, and I will see you here in a little bit for the drive for the Cure 250, North Carolina drive for the Cure 250 at the Charlotte Roval, 55 laps of action, cutoff race in the round of 12. A lot of drama and action still to come here tonight. See you guys very, very soon.